Oh, don't be so sure of that yet. That bill passed the House by 215 to 214, and the House Republicans are infinitely more radical than the Senate Republicans. In fact, the Senate Republicans are already coming out against this bill. Not even a single day after the big, beautiful bill was passed in the House, a whole bunch of Senate GOP are saying they're not going to vote for it. Even crazy people like Ron Johnson and Rand Paul said they weren't going to vote for it because it increases the debt by $4 trillion. Four other separate Republican senators, including Josh Hawley and Susan Collins, said they wouldn't vote for it based on its current Medicaid reforms. Still, two others said they didn't want to vote for it because it repeals energy credits. There are going to be many more articles and comments from senators as the days go on because this is only 24 hours old. But so far, individually, of the ones who outright said they would not vote for the bill, I counted like 7 or 8 Republicans. That's not even counting the fact that the Democrats are not going to vote for this at all. However, even though it's been the top thing on our minds and everybody in the media, the provision that makes Trump completely able to ignore the judicial branch, so far none of the dissenting votes from Republicans in the Senate were talking about that provision. Which is ironic because a lot of those Republicans did have a problem with a provision that had the government auctioning off old Spectrum used by the Pentagon, calling it a national security risk. They didn't seem to have a problem with a provision that allows Donald Trump to completely ignore a third of the government and ignore court orders. So the Republicans themselves in the Senate already want to gut the hell out of this bill. And one thing that's definitely going to get cut out, especially because of the Byrd rule, is that provision that makes Trump a king and makes him able to completely ignore the judiciary and pass any unconstitutional executive orders that he wishes. It's going to be a long, ugly road over the next few months, but I can almost guarantee that this thing is never going to pass the Senate the way it is.